I'm glad I just thought about it though, because I had a girl message me and say, "Are they recording it?" I'm glad.
Okay, we should be good now. Hi guys.
Okay.
Hi, this is Alli.
Okay, so I started this business after I'd failed out of college, and I mean, my story's so long. It's on my YouTube if you guys like want to know the deep down dirty details of everything. But long story short, I didn't promote for the first 6 months of my business. Then I promoted to executive in February, Ruby and Emerald in March. 7 months later, I went diamond, earned a $10,000 bonus. 4 months after that, I went double, earned a $30,000 bonus. And now we're working on triple, and we have been working on triple. And it is, you guys, I'm going to tell you right now, one of the best things that you can learn to do in this business is to become a mass distributor enroller. Like, I'm just going to be like honest with you. Okay. Because I was always that person. Like when I first got in, I thought that like, I was really desperate for money. And so I was like, okay, so you tell me that like I enroll one teammate and then I can make $100. Like you're telling me that like one person equals $100, like sign me up. So like, I didn't even care about getting customers. Like I barely got my shopping spree because I was like, oh my God, do you want to make money with me? Do you want to make money with me? Like, do we all just want to like make money together? And so, but I want to tell you guys something, because I literally sat there today and very randomly someone will ask me to be on a training, and it will just so happen to be after I've gone through something in my business or after I have like gotten myself out of a funk. And so lucky for you guys get to kind of know what happened and what has been going on. And so in March, I had my first panic attack. I was in the house. A tornado came through our neighborhood. It was terrifying. I couldn't be left alone. I went to see like a mental health hospital. I had to go. My medicine was all wrong. It was all messed up. I was afraid to be alone for like a solid 3 months. I would drive to my parents' house, or I would drive to my in-laws' house, so I wasn't alone during the day. And so I'm gonna 100% be honest with you. From March to September, I was so busy every single day trying to convince myself that I was going to make it through the day that I lost all control of my business. And I'm just going to be honest with you. What's really, really cool is the work that I had put in previously made it so that I didn't have to go get a job. I could stay home and work my business when I felt like it, which was like 15 minutes a day. I did my posting. I showed up in my team chat, and I kind of just like, I don't know, I just like mustered my way through it. But I knew that like this wasn't going to get me to triple. I knew that this wasn't going to get me to where I needed to be. But at the end of the day, I wasn't giving up. So what else, like, what are my options? And so what happened, you guys, like in all honesty, what happened in that season of my life, and what I want to talk to you guys about tonight, is that I lost belief in myself. Okay, I lost belief in myself. I was so busy trying to believe that I was gonna make it to like the next day that I stopped believing that I could sign customers. I stopped believing that I could sign distributors. I stopped believing that I could be a leader. I stopped believing that I was worth diamond. I stopped believing in myself 210%. And guess what happened? My enrollments down, volume down, paychecks down, right? Like all of a sudden it was just all, and you guys know how this business works, right? We put in the work, and then we see the results 3 months later. Well, it's the same thing when you stop putting in the work. For 3 months, you're sliding by on volume and you're like, okay, like it's not that bad. I don't really have to work. And then it hits you. And all of a sudden you're like, where did all that volume go? And you're in your team chat and you're like, she quit. She hasn't answered my text messages and she's not doing anything. And I guess she blocked me. I don't even know who that girl was. Like, you know what I mean, you guys? And you get into this place, right? And so I'm like having this like pity party, like the biggest pity party I've ever thrown, okay? And I'm sitting here and I'm just like bawling my eyes out. One Saturday, me and Matt are drinking coffee, and I'm just like, I've lost all belief in myself. And I'm crying because for the first time in a really long time, I'm realizing that I don't believe in myself. And I don't remember what it's like to not believe in myself, because for the past 4 years, I've been doing crazy things and making an income. And sure, I've had things pop up and things happen, but nothing had ever put me down and out like those panic attacks did. And so what I'm getting at, you guys, is this conversation that I had with Matt and that Matt had with me, and God bless him, I don't know where he is, but it was one of the best conversations that me and Matt ever had about my business. And he looked me in the eye and he said, okay, I have a couple questions for you. You say that you lost belief in yourself. And I said, yeah. And I don't know how to get it back. I don't know where to start. And he said, okay, well, let me ask you something. Do you wholeheartedly believe in Mark Pentecost and what he's doing? And I said, yeah. Oh, I wholeheartedly, with everything I have, I believe that he's a good guy, doing good things, trying to help other people do good things. Like Mark is like, I call him my third dad. Like he literally, I feel like he's all of our dad in some way, shape, or form. And then Matt said, do you believe in the products? And I said, have you seen me? Hello? Like, yeah, I believe in the products. I know what they do. Absolutely. He said, do you believe in the compensation plan? Do you think you guys make the amount of money that you should be making? Do you think that Mark pays people fairly? Sure, absolutely, 100%. I mean, like, it'd be really cool if we could make like 80% on all orders, but like, I don't like, you know what I mean? I don't think the company would be debt free if that was the case. So long story short, Matt asked me, he said, do you believe in their morals and their values? And I was like, yeah, hello, I bleed lime green. Like, absolutely, I believe in their morals and their values. He said, do you believe in this opportunity? Do you believe that anyone can come into this business and get to the top of this, like the top of the company? I'm talking from the person that just, you know, is on the street walking by. Do you believe that person can come in this business and become a millionaire? And I said, yeah. And he said, so you believe in the CEO, you believe in the products, you believe in the comp plan, you believe in the morals and the values, and you believe in the opportunity. What don't you believe in? And I said, me. And it was the way that he said that, you guys, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. That I was like, dang, he's right. I believe in everything this company stands for. I believe in everything this company is trying to do. My biggest problem is not believing in me. So I want all of you guys here, before we go into this, to go into this with the mindset of, I need to work on my belief, because I truly believe all of us can believe more and more and more. Like, I don't think there's, like, I think belief is endless. So I want you guys into this, like, to walk into this and walk through this training and just decide that, like, where is my belief? Do I believe in myself 100%? Am I lying to myself when I say I believe in myself 100%? Is there that 10% of me that won't go Facebook Live because it's just too dang scary? You know what I mean? It's those things. So, Caroline, do you have anything that you want to add before I go into the next part?
I'm fully invested in you right now. Like, I'm just sitting here, like I've got an audience behind me. Like, I'm just sitting here, like there's like 4 people. I'm just sitting here, like, very invested in you. So you can just keep on.
Okay, good. Works. That works. Okay, so if we're talking about belief, right, we're coming into this and we're like, okay, Alli, I need to believe, right? And so the next part of this that I want you guys to understand is, like, mass enrolling isn't about materialistic things, okay? Did I earn the ability to say that I've made $50,000 in bonuses in my posts? Yes. I put in that blood, I put in that sweat, I put in those tears. I'm going to put it in my post because I'm proud of it and because it's something that this business helped me accomplish. But do you think when I was a Ruby enrolling 10 distributors a month that I was bragging about a $50,000 bonus? I was still working a full-time job. We were just making enough that we were catching up with our bills. Like, I wasn't out going and I didn't get my nails done for 14 months. When I started my business, I said, I'm not going to go get my nails done until I go diamond. And for 14 months, I didn't get my nails done, y'all. Okay. Like, I was dedicated to that promise I kept with myself. So I want to, like, walk you guys through my conversations, because mass enrolling, it's not about posting these things and being materialistic. What it's about is your belief. How much belief can you take from your heart and put into that other person's heart through a text message, through a phone call? Okay. And so here's the deal. You don't have, whether you've been in this business and made literally $100,000 or you've been in this business and you've made $10, it does not matter. What you've done because of this business, is it nice to put in posts? Absolutely. But when you're talking to someone, when you're having a conversation with someone, they do not care about the things I've done and the money that I've been able to spend. Okay? They want to know can I do this? You guys know every potential distributor we talk to is skeptical. How many people come to you and are like, here's $99, I know everything already, like I'm ready to join your team. And then they join your team and they never doubt themselves. Like that's never happened for me. And so you guys, like, you have to understand that the enrollments come from the belief that go into my conversations. And that's why I was talking about, you have to find that belief in yourself, because during that time span from March to September, when I was having a pity party and a panic attack at the same time, Charlie, stop, it's Dad. My headspace, you guys, like I wasn't enrolling. I was enrolling like 2 distributors a month. And I'm confident in saying my average is like 10 to 15 a month. Okay, so from 10 to 15 to 2, obviously something happened, something shifted, where I went from enrolling 10 to 15 every single month to now I'm enrolling 2. And you guys, it was that belief. I didn't believe in myself. How could I put my belief in a text message and in a Facebook Live? Go look on YouTube and see how many team trainings I did in between March and September. For myself, for my own team, or anyone else. Like, it was not a good place, you guys. So right now, I'm pouring the belief into my conversations, and you're going to hear this as I walk you through my conversations. I'm pouring the belief into these conversations that I am taking my team triple diamond. And I know what that is going to do for every single promoting leg on my triple diamond chart. I have unwavering belief that every single person on my triple diamond chart is going to be making over $200 a month. So I'm going to put that into a message, that belief that, listen, I don't care who you are, where you come from, what your past is. If you're willing to join and you're willing to put in time and work, I'm willing to hold your hand and do this with you. Belief. It's not materialistic. Stop thinking that it's because so-and-so has a nice car, or so-and-so was able to go buy a brand new apartment, or because so-and-so, like, that's not it, you guys. The thing is that we have, as diamonds and above, we've seen those $2,000 paychecks. And so our belief is rooted in that. We know what a $2,000 paycheck looks like. We know what a $6,000 paycheck looks like. I know it's real. I know it's real money because I spent it. But maybe you're not. Maybe you just signed up like 2 weeks ago and you're like, belief? I don't even have my products yet. Like, I'm still waiting on my kit. That's fine. Use the belief that you have that this $500 a month promotion that you're working on is going to change your life. Use the belief that you're going to be making $100 extra for groceries every month, and pour that into a message. It doesn't matter, right? It's not the belief of like, oh, I've made this much, or oh, I've never had a person go Ruby on my team. Stop. That's nonsense. No, it's a conversation between you and a potential business partner. Do you believe in them? Do you believe in yourself enough to say, I'm going to do this, and I might mess up along the way, but I'm going to do this and you can come with me and we're going to do this together. That's it. That's what this conversation comes down to. So this is being recorded. I talk kind of fast so you guys can go back and like reread or whatever, but I want to touch on some very important phrases. Okay. Right. And I don't want to step on anyone's toes. Like, this is what's working for me. And that's why, like, I want to share it with you guys, but this is my conversation. And I started this business, you guys, and like one of the first things someone told me, and I'm pretty sure Pam Sauter said it on like 7 different phone calls. And it's like, have you guys ever heard, well, your responses should only be like 2 to 3 sentences. You should never respond more than 3 sentences in a message. Like, have you guys ever heard that? Because when I started, that was the thing. Like, don't say more than 3 sentences. If you're sending more than 3 sentences, it's too long. Like, they don't want long. You guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I write novels. Like, these people, I'll probably open it up. I write novels, okay, to my potential distributors. And guess what? It works for me. I'm a typer. I like to tell people things. I want them to know my story. I want them to, I want them to feel comfortable opening up because I'm opening up to them. So, example, I had someone text me off of my post and say opportunity. Okay, so this is a life post that I put up. She said opportunity. I said, hey girl, it's Alli. Is this Bristol? Because I was about to text her because she also messaged me on Instagram. I said, I'm super pumped you reach out to me. I'd love to know where you live, like what state, and tell me what an extra $500 to $2,500 a month would do for you. Number one, what would this money do for you? What would this money do for you? I want to know. This isn't about $100 bonuses anymore, you guys. I had to outgrow that phase to become a leader, okay? You have to start thinking bigger than yourself when you want to like get beyond Ruby, honestly. So this isn't about $100 bonus. This is about me wanting to understand where she's coming from, what her why is. And not just that, but later on in the conversation, if she says, oh, I don't know, I just $99, blah, 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 I can say like, but I thought that you wanted help saving your home. We talked about that. Like what? I'm straight up. I'm like, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So, okay, keep going. Oh no, where'd he go? Okay, here we go. So she writes back, she says, I live in Wisconsin, an extra $500 to $2,500 would mean a lot to me, pay off my debt, help something about a house, blah, 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 blah. I said, oh my gosh, I love your name. It's so pretty. So this is where I go into my story. So to sum it all up, because I could go on for days, I've been with the company for 4 years last month, and my life has literally changed forever because of this business. I know that sounds so corny, but it's true, ha ha ha. Our house was in foreclosure. There were nights we were feeding the dogs ramen because we couldn't get dog food until we got paid. I started because I literally had nothing to lose at that point, and I'm on my phone anyways. So I signed up and I tried the products that came in my kit, and I was literally so blown away with the results. I knew I had my hands on something that everyone would want. I mean, because of social media, I have customers all over Australia, the UK, Ireland. I make a full-time income, which allows me to be a stay-at-home dog mom, for making friends on social media and sharing products that I use every day and love. I'm pretty sure I got this from one of the Cheyennes. So what we do is we market for itworks. Instead of them paying for commercials or advertisements, they pay us to market the products for them instead. I just show others how amazing the products and business are, and then make commissions off the items purchased from the website that the company gives you. It's seriously such a blast and has changed so many lives. I love that I get to do it while I'm at home with my boyfriend and my dogs, blah, blah, blah. Then I ask them, what do you do now? And I want you guys to understand that in there, I never said, I make this much money, or I've earned this many bonuses, or I'm a bajillionaire, or, oh, are you making a boomerang? That better been funny. So I don't mention money in it. I just tell them, like, this is what I do. This is what I've done. There's no money. So you could be Ruby and send this message. I mean, not if you're not a stay-at-home dog mom, but you know. And she said, right now I work at Aspen Dental and I just can't do it anymore. I've been sick this last week and I can't take off work because I need a doctor's note, and I don't want to go to urgent care and get a bill for $200 for just a note. I want to be a stay-at-home dog mom and cat mom. We want to start a family, but we know that we can't afford it with the job that I have now. Okay, this is where you take notes. Insert, this is where I relate to her. I kind of like have sympathy for her. You share your sympathy. You're like, oh my gosh, that sounds terrible. Like, I would hate to be in that position. And I say, that sounds so rough, with like a sad face. Now, this is where I want you guys to do a little star in your notes, because this is a key component to my distributor messages, okay? I say, we mainly work on Instagram and Facebook. I'm looking for my next diamond leader, which is $2,000 average a month, 4 to 5 hours a day, period. And then I'm also looking for a Ruby, 500 extra average a month, 1 to 3 hours a day. Guess what I just did? I just told them they're going to join my team. They're either going to be spending 1 to 3 hours a day on their phone or 4 to 5 hours a day. Do you know what that did, you guys? Every single person that pays $99 after seeing this message is understanding that they're either going to put in 1 to 3 hours a day or 4 to 5 hours a day. And you know how many people respond back and say, oh my gosh, I could easily do 4 to 5 hours a day. I'm on my phone 24/7. I want to be your next diamond leader. And I'm like, yes, you do. Yes, you do want to be my next. I'm going to help you do. All right, girl. Okay. Oh, now we vibing. All right. I say, yeah, girl, that sounds so perfect. I mean, it's not like something you have to devote your whole life to, but there is a difference between making 500 because you're only kind of into it, and making 5,000 because you're hell-bent to make a difference in your situation. Then I add in where I was and how busy I was when I started. I started this business working 50 hours a week, going to school full-time with 12 credits, volunteering with the rescue I work with every weekend, and building a barn on my parents' land. So I know what it's like to have more month than money, And it was like I was working as much as I possibly could with school, and that just wasn't how I wanted to live anymore. Okay? This is the next part that you guys are probably going to have to catch the recording.
You're blowing my mind. Everyone is literally, I was over here, and all these people have their phones out going,
oh my gosh, it's so funny because these are my text replacements that I've literally been using. I've been using the same conversation for like 3 years now. Like without a fail, this is what signs my distributor.
The heck? Yeah. I'll be messaging you after this.
Yeah. So then I say, this is still the same message. Like, y'all, I'm not kidding. Like, I will go on. And so I say, so what we do is easy. Now, this is important to my conversations because I want them to understand what it is they're going to be doing. Do you know how many people I talk to that think we get paid per post? What? That doesn't even, can you imagine if Mark Pentecost was paying us for every life post we put up? Like, we'd be posting 37 times a day. So I say, what we do is easy. I post about the products in the business, and I'll teach you how to do that in a non-spammy or non-salesy way. I follow new friends, for example, like dog moms on Facebook and Instagram, people who have things in common with me. I talk to people like how we're talking right now about the products or the business, and I follow up with people who give me a date to order or who have to wait until next payday. So do you think logically you can fit this into your schedule? This is the same message where I said diamond or ruby. So they're responding back and saying, I can absolutely fit that into my schedule. This is how many hours. I've had people say, I would love to start off as a ruby, and then if I can handle the ruby hours, could I like work on going diamond? I'm like, of course you can't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna say? No? Like, yeah, of course. Like and it helps me understand where they're at before they even join, right? I'm gonna treat a distributor that joins and tells me I'm serious, I need $2,000 a month, I need to get diamond as fast as possible. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna spend more time with that person than the person that like messages me once every 3 days and puts up a post once a week. That's how it is. That's my decision as a leader, and I'm not changing it. So this girl said, yeah, I most definitely could. I would love to be a diamond leader. I'm on my phone all of the time. Seriously, I can't believe I never knew about this company. This girl literally had no clue what itworks was. Like, literally never even heard of us before. I say, okay, awesome. You'd be your own business owner, but on my team. So I'd be there to coach you through everything. Basically, we're going to be best friends. Adding new people on social media, learning to create and make content for your social medias, using the products and talking about your own results and other teammates' results. I mainly use Facebook, Insta, and Snapchat. So to keep it quick and simple, what we do is we utilize social media to sell our products. We don't have to carry any inventory, so only the products you want to use for yourself or sell samples. And all of our sales go through our website. We make 15% on all of our sales we bring to our website. We make quick cash by selling our individual products that we get in our kit, and we make commission off our team sales. We also make endless $100 weekly bonuses just for helping our team. So basically, we have the ability to make as much money as we want if you're willing to work hard. Does that make sense? Clear? Yes. More questions? This is usually when they ask, like, well, how much is it? You guys, you want to know something that like totally like grinds my gears? When you like ask someone like the first question, you like get like one step into your like potential distributor like conversation. They're like, how much is it? And you're like, what do you mean how much is it? You don't even know what do you mean? You don't even have any information. How much is it? I haven't even told you my last name. Like what? Like, oh my gosh, I can't. And you guys, you know what? I control the conversation. When people ask me how much it is before I get to the part in my converse, like I have a freaking flow and a rhythm. And if you ask me how much it is, I'm going to ignore you until we get to that step in which then I will tell you how much it is. But if, and I'll say, you guys, I'm just straight up, I say, ha, 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 ha. Oh my gosh, I promise you, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to answer all of your questions. But like this business is like my baby, and I really like to know the people that I'm going to be working with and make sure this is a good fit for both of us. Who says I can't say that? Who says? Who says I can't control the conversation?
That's freaking genius, Alli. I like to know the people that I'm going to be working with because, first of all, you are going to be working with them. It's hard to work with someone that you don't vibe with whatsoever. And sometimes it happens and you learn to adjust. Like, we learn how to be all the different personality colors. But, dude, when you get someone that just grinds your gears and you grind their gears, it ends up a flop for business regardless. And you join this for money. So that's genius. Thank you taking that.
Yeah, no, and it's just like, it's something, and that's something that I didn't know as a newbie. Like, I saw these scripts and I saw these trainings, and like, I wasn't very confident in like breaking off and doing my own, like figuring out my own scripts, which is why, like, when I went diamond, these are the scripts that I like made up and have been working for me since. So, and so yeah, and so then I just basically, they say, yes, that makes sense, and they understand. And then I do the whole, which I'm sure everyone's is like basically the same, like you get $99, blah, 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 blah. And then your girl, I'm going to talk about this in a second, but your girl had this situation happen where now she's blocked from adding to groups until February 4th. So all of these 9,000 potential distributors I'm talking to can't be added into VIP Lounge. And so I made a YouTube video 11 months ago of my story, an update, 2019 Alli's It Works story. And so I send them that instead. And it's like 30 minutes and I go in depth about my story. Guess what? You don't have to be anyone. You could have signed up yesterday and you can make a YouTube with your story that goes a little bit more in depth. It goes a little bit more. And so then also, because I can't add to VIP Lounge, I would if I could. That's what I would suggest all of you guys do. Like instead of sending links, say, can I add you? I'll tell them the price. And then I say, before you sign up, like, no, I don't want your money. Hold on. Before you sign up, can I add you to this VIP pre-training page? I really want you to watch these videos. And I'd add them to the page and they'd watch the videos. And if they didn't text me back, I would give them a few hours. And if they're like in the middle of something or like, okay, I'll watch them. But like a lot of people will say I'm at work right now, or I can watch them once my child goes to sleep. So I'll give them usually 24 hours and then I'll follow up with them. So that's the conversation. It's not like, I don't think it's anything crazy or anything like magical. It's literally just, that works for me. Because I'm someone, you guys, you have to understand that like people are different, and I'm someone that I want all the details. I don't want to talk to you on the phone about it. Please don't call me. I want you to send me a novel long text that I can read 7 times so that I can make sure I understand it. And that's how I am. So that's how I am with my potential distributors. I want them to have everything laid out. And have I done phone calls with people? Absolutely. Have I talked to people that are like, I don't know, this is a scam. Is it a pyramid scheme? And I'm like, girl, what are you doing tomorrow around like 1 o'clock? I have some free time. I'd love to call you and just kind of like answer any of your questions and just show you that I'm a real person. I do that all the time too, you guys. A lot of people just want to hear your voice. They just want to know you're not a robot in a foreign country. And so once someone signs up, first thing I have them do, they log into eSuite, they download Connect. You guys, if your new DTs are not using Connect, shame on you guys, okay? Because those training videos in Connect literally like do half the work of starting a new distributor for you. Like I have girls that are signing up and then they've texted me the next day. They're like, okay, I watched all the product trainings. They're like already telling me like all they know about keto coffee. And I'm like, I didn't even know about keto. Oh, maybe I should go watch these trainings. Like, and it gives them something to do right away. It gives them something to do that's not like, go post a paragraph or go do this. It's like, okay, save your ID, log in, download this app. And then, so they do that. And then I tell them, okay, I would suggest watching trainings day 1 through day 4 and some of the product trainings. Don't feel like you need to do it all in one sitting. Like if you need to break it up, a couple days, that's cool. And then I explain the 90-day program and I explain how our products are like a gym membership. I explain that. And then from there, I go into their first post. Something, you guys, that has been helping my new distributors a ton, and every single one of my new distributors have done it, is I have them make a list of 30 things that they would do with $1,000. And guess what? That gives them 30 days worth of life posts. So guess what you have to do as a leader? You just give them a template. You just show them how how we write life posts, right? And if they've been watching you, they've seen some of yours, so they're going to catch on pretty quick. And then they have 30 things to write about. And so when I talked to a bunch of my new girls today, I sent them a message. I said, hey, can I help you get a post up? Yesterday, I sent them one that they could post about hair, skin, and nails. It was the second day. And I said, okay, I want us to practice writing a life post. Like, yeah, it's the second day and we're practicing writing a life post. Yes, we are. You grab that list of 30 things, you pick one thing on it. This is the template. This is where I was. This is where I am now in my mindset. This is where I'm going, and I'm really excited. Thank you, online, whatever. You guys, I mean, you guys know the outline of a life post at this point, but that's, and then guess what? Their second day in, they already have posted their first life post, and it's not so scary. And they obviously posted their first post too, but, and then after that, we go into hosted posts. So before I preach what I want to preach about for a second, oh, I did pretty good. It's only 8:40. I don't want to keep you guys are like partying in Georgia, like, but
we're literally not, like, we're literally
we're so exhausted,
and then we're going to bed, like,
yeah. Yeah.
We have we got us like 4 hours to get here. Like, there's like 8 of us, and then we have like 3.5 hours to get to Tampa tomorrow. So it's a shorter drive tomorrow. But homegirl likes to sleep. So we will stay on here until like 9:30 if you want to. Like, I don't care. I'm doing all of the nuggets. I've been writing. I'm almost finished with 2 pages worth. I'm gonna be watching the replay and texting you. So I want you to just rip them a new one with the.
Okay, I'm just okay. So
we're ready. Everybody prepare yourself.
Yeah, I literally was sitting there today and I was like, dang, like they got really lucky because I'm just in one of those moods where I'm just like being 100% like me and just kind of like talking like to you guys helps me kind of like figure out myself sometimes and kind of like helps me remind myself that I'm not, a pile of trash all the time and like I kind of can do things. But you guys know what I wanted to talk about to kind of close this out. It goes back to the belief, and I'll just be 100% honest with you guys. Like I said, I was not treating my business like how I should have. I was getting by on the work that I had done, and then it came around and it bit me in the butt, and I'm okay with admitting that because guess what? It's business. And guess what? I didn't have to go get another job. I was able to put my mental health first. I was able to take care of myself. Are my paychecks where I want them to be right now? Absolutely not. But that's okay because like we're going places. I'm not even worried about what my paycheck. I'm not worried about what my paycheck is right now because I know what it's going to be 90 days from now. Okay, that's the 2020 vibe. I'm not worried about my paycheck this month because I know what it's going to be. So I made a TikTok video, you guys, and there's already been a training done about it. I'm not going to sit here and talk to you guys about TikTok because I don't really know anything about it. I've just figured out how to like use it. But Jackie Deering did a training on how to do TikTok. So if you're interested in doing it, go check that out. She's my go-to. Me and her text, like I feel like we know the same amount. Me and her are pretty close, which is pretty cool. But I posted a video on TikTok and it took me 48 seconds to make, literally 48 seconds. I went out in the backyard with my dogs. I put on ripped jeans and a sparkly jacket. And I went out in the backyard with my dogs and I made this TikTok video. And I came inside. It took me probably about 10 minutes after that to put some wording, add some sounds, make sure everything lined up, right? So let's say 11 minutes of my life. This video took, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm not a TikTok pro. Okay, TikTok is just as new to me as it is to everyone else. I've only been scrolling on it for a couple months. Like I wasn't making videos. Y'all, this TikTok blew up. It literally is about to, last time I checked, I think it had 98.7 thousand views. In the past week, and if y'all don't believe me, like I will show you the proof, okay? In the past week alone, I have gained 600 new potential distributor phone numbers. 600 potential. Do you guys want to understand something? You want to understand something? I was literally sitting on my couch. I was laughing so hard that I was crying, you guys, because I'm going to be honest with you, for someone who is struggling in the belief in herself so hardcore, I remember these just, they're flooding in, and literally I've gained over, I want to say like 1,300 new Instagram friends just from this one video. They all came over to Instagram to message me. Literally, you guys, I just pulled this up right now, sitting in my inbox. I have 18 requests of messages, people, and then all of these phone numbers that I need to go put in my phone once we're done with this. And all of, like, you guys, it's ridiculous. And I'm telling you this because 6 months ago, I honestly did not believe that my phone would ever know what it's like to be stuck on 3% again, okay? I didn't know. This is worse than the $10 deal. Some of you guys remember that. That was crazy. This is worse. This is worse. You guys, and Matt's over here. He's like, yeah, that's a good problem to have. 600. You guys, my text notifications, I cannot get them below 150. I try from the time I wake up in the morning to the time I fall asleep. I'm having the same conversation. You guys heard my script. It's exactly the same. I'm having the same conversation 700 times a day. But what I want you guys to understand from this, okay? Like, if you want to go, like, everybody, TikTok is anyone's game, honestly. Like, I told my team, like, guess what? Either you're hopping on board or you're getting left behind. End of story. There's nothing else to say about TikTok and how it's going to grow your business. But all I have to say is something that took me 11 minutes to make just got me 600 new phone numbers in my phone. And guess what? Have 200 of them left me on red? Yeah! Guess what they're going to be? Last minute volume when I'm going triple, baby. I'm going to hit them with that cleanse follow-up message, like, hey, no, you didn't want to join my business, but like, oh, you just got your taxes back? Oh, you want triple threat? No, I want to go triple. Wow! This is going to work out so good. So anyway, what I'm saying, you guys, is that 11 minutes of my life of doing something outside of my comfort zone, of doing something I had literally no business doing. I didn't even know what I was doing. My neighbors probably think I've officially lost my mind. You guys picture me in this like Britney Spears sparkly like thing with the ripped jeans and my Crocs on, my 4 dogs in the backyard, and I'm like pointing at the sky to make this TikTok video. It was dude, it was so funny. I was laughing at myself. But so yeah. Anyway, it's anyone's game on TikTok. Like, get on it or watch other people ride the wave. I'll be real. I was on TikTok for 6 months. For 6 months, I did not see a single MLM, anything on TikTok. All I saw on TikTok was people making fun of MLMs. I never saw one, join my business, I did this. Guess what? Now I scroll and I see 3 or 4. The Monet girls are catching on. The Thrive girls, they're catching on. The Itworks girls are catching on. Pam Souter did a call about it. You know how many people follow Pam Souter that aren't part of Itworks and are part of other companies? So either like get with it or don't, like that's totally fine, but it was 100% worth it to me because $1,100 in fast starts just sitting in my e-suite right now waiting for me. But you guys, 600 people. And like, for as hype as I am and as like, I just literally got so freaking emotional for a second. Like, if you guys could see some of these messages that they're sending, like, they tell me what's going on in their lives, and like, I feel bad telling them that it's $99. I do, because I wish more than anything else I could just fly to their house and hug. Like, you guys know the stories, but when you hear 600 stories at the same time of how hard people are having it or how down and out they are, how many people are living in cars, on people's couches, who literally aren't eating themselves so that their babies can eat. Like, I'm good. I cried a lot today, just literally reading through these messages. Can you do me a favor, and in the comments, can you tell me when the last time you handed out a Blitz card was? Just guesstimate. Yeah. Oh, Allison. Oh, girl. Okay. All right. Listen, no shame. I'm one of those people that it's so weird. I love Blitz.
I'll be totally honest. The last time I did, one of the only times I did, because I've never been the person to like really know how people just did that, you know, because we're not in as much of a blitzing culture anymore.
No.
We're not. And so
no.
The first time in my life I blitzed someone, it wasn't with an actual Blitz card.
Yeah.
I was in Tampa last year, and the girl who rung me up in the gift shop of our hotel lobby for me to buy, I saved a bunch of confetti from the finale and mailed it to all the team that missed the finale with Tampa postcards. And the girl who sold me the postcards was like, "Are you here for whatever's going on at the arena?" And I was like, And I started talking to her about it, and I was an Emerald maintaining executive. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. That's my story. I'm not getting into that. But she asked me, and she talked about how much she was needing to lose weight, makes extra money, how she was working all these extra shifts at the hotel in all different areas, the kitchen, the gift shop, everywhere. And I was like, well, here, let me give you my number. And she like gave me a piece of her own paper, and I gave her my number.
Yeah.
And it's the only time I've ever blitzed. And that was this time last year. So I'm being totally honest about that.
No, and it's true. We don't talk about blitzing at all anymore. And that's why I never really talk about it. But like I was brought in like 4 years ago. Blitzing was like everything around conference was like built around blitzing. Like blitzing was like the thing. And no one wanted to do it. But you guys, like I just the day after I went Emerald, I remember going to the grocery store. I'd never blitzed before, and I was like, I'm an Emerald now. Can't tell me nothing. I'm handing out all these cards in this grocery store. I'm dead ass. I handed out like 6 cards in the grocery store. And like, I thought I was like Pam Souter in that moment because I was an Emerald and no one couldn't tell me anything. But I blitzed a girl the other day in the grocery store, and she was standing by the diapers and the wipes. And she was like reaching into her purse and like trying to distract. And like, I wasn't trying to be nosy, but like, it almost looked like she was either texting someone or like, oh, you know, like when I used to have to use a calculator at the grocery store and was horrified. And so I'd sneak it in my purse. And so I didn't walk up to her right then, but after she walked around and I bumped into her another aisle, and I said, hey, this is so crazy, but something just told me to hand this to you. This is my business card. I don't know if you've ever thought about making money from your phone, but like, that's what I do. And I would love to give you some more information. Didn't ask for her number. I don't ask. I literally just like send out my blitz cards they're in God's hands, and whoever needs to see them will see them. And if no one needs to see them, then no one will need to see them. But anyway, and she texted me later that day, and she's like, this is so crazy. I cannot believe that happened. But I was literally just barely able to afford diapers and formula when I was at the grocery store earlier. And it's just crazy the way that this world works, and that you walked up to me and handed me your business card, and I would love some more information. And now she gave me a date a couple hours ago for when she gets her taxes back. And all I did was hand out a business card walking through the grocery store. How many people, these 600 people, you guys, have me in tears. And it just reminds me about like, I'm not going to get into like politics, or it reminds me of the world that we're living in right now. And a lot of people are struggling, and they're struggling hard. I'm talking like 5-month-olds living with their grandparents because the parents can't afford, and so doesn't get with blah, blah, blah. And then there's a restraining order on so-and-so. Like, these people are just like unloading on me. Like, you can tell no one has asked them what's wrong in a really long time. And they're just like, help me. Like, and all of them are saying that they're like, help me, like, help me, like, help me. And so like, do a lot of them not have $99? Absolutely they don't. And you know what I tell them when they say that? I say, oh my gosh, girl, listen, I didn't have $100 the first time I talked to someone about this business either. Trust me. That's totally okay. When Melissa first asked me, my enroller, I didn't have the $100 either. I used my 100 of it for my last paycheck, 8 Doritos and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Period. I would love to save you a date, because after talking to you, I really want you on my team. What date works best for you that we can get you started so I can help you fill in the blank? What was their why that they told you? What did they need that extra $500? See how full circle that came? You guys, I literally, in my planner, I was just looking at it. I have 14 dates for distributors to sign up on the 7th of February. Are all 14 of them going to sign up? No. I'm not going to sit here and act like they are, because if they all do, then I'm coming on here and I owe everyone on here a drink next time we're in Florida. But that's okay. I'm not stressed out. I'm always going to need distributors. And so you guys, when you walk past someone in the grocery store, how many times a day do you walk by someone who's literally struggling to put food in their children's stomachs? And you don't say anything. How dare you? Are you kidding me? You know what you have your hands on. You're sitting here making posts all day long up and down your Facebook about join me. But are you too afraid to make a TikTok? but are you too afraid to hand someone a business card or stop someone in the grocery store and say, hey, what's the worst case scenario? No. I've blitzed people before and they've told me no. No one has ever been mean about it. No one. They literally just say like, oh my gosh, actually that's crazy. I already have an itworks rep. That is like the go-to excuse for no, I don't want your card. Oh, I already have an itworks rep. Oh, okay, perfect. That made it way less awkward for both of us. Peace out, see you later. Like, I'm good. And so you guys, that's just, you can't be selfish. You have to believe in yourself because this is bigger than you. You believing in yourself doesn't just hurt you and your family, okay? Like, it doesn't just hurt your promotion. It's hurting the people that you walk by every single day who literally are praying to God at night for something like this to fall into their laps. And you don't believe in yourself. And it just, I beat myself up. Like, for, you know, those 6 months where I was like chillaxing and not working my business, like how many people did I miss out on talking to? How selfish was that of me to take a freaking hiatus from my business and messaging? Like, I like get mad about it now because I'm just like, so like, people need our help. Like, I feel like we're like, these people need our help, y'all. Like, we need to get our capes and we need to like go. Like, we need to have like an itworks call where we all like fly into action and like just. And then you guys, before I get off here, because I've been rambling, but this is something that I heard Carrie Young, her husband Tae Young, said this, and I don't know if it was like on Facebook Live or something, and I think he quoted someone else that said this, but it said, you should be confident enough and you should believe in what you have enough that you're willing to walk up to any single person in Applebee's and sit down across from them and say, I have an opportunity for you. Are you confident enough in what you have to offer, whether or not you joined a minute ago or 10 years ago? Are you confident enough in what you have to offer someone that you're willing to sit down across from any person in Applebee's and say, I have an opportunity for you, and say it confidently and mean it and be able to look that person in the eyes and say, I can do something and I can help you change your life? Because that is the confidence that equals mass enrollments. That equals mass enrollments. Confidence equals mass enrollments, because I can talk to 600 people and only 6 can sign up. Or I can talk to 600 people and 150 can sign up in the next 6 months. It doesn't matter. It's not so much the number, it's the confidence I have going into the conversation. It's the confidence that I have when I'm talking to these people. I'm showing them I care. Does that everybody like, okay, good.
Well, and I just wanted to interject and just be like, it's natural. It's like, I mean, because you've been there, because I've been there, because of everybody in this room, everybody on this Zoom has been there. It is totally human. We are all human. It is human to get to that place where you don't believe in yourself. It is so human, but you know what it is? It's because you're thinking about everything in your life that's going wrong. Mm-hmm. And forgetting about all the things that are going wrong in everybody else's life that you could be helping them with. Like 600 phone numbers is 600 lives Alli can potentially change. When we say a potential distributor or a potential customer, that's a potential life change. Like that's a life.
Like $60,000? No, it's $6,000. How many do I need to get $60,000 in fast starts? That might be my new goal. Can you imagine?
But I just feel like whenever I get into a space where I know I'm down on myself, or I'm not feeling confident in my opportunity, if I feel like I'm not being an adequate leader, like if I feel inadequate with what I have my hands on, first of all, when you are presented with something from God that's like in His plan, that like when it's something He really wants you to do, you're gonna feel inadequate. It's literally go read scripture. You'll find you will feel inadequate and self-conscious with the opportunity that God has presented you, until you realize, like, wow, this is what God has led me to. Like, it's so uncomfortable because He led you there. You didn't lead yourself. So you're gonna feel inadequate no matter what. What matters is when you start thinking about where everyone else is that you haven't reached yet, or that you've already reached but let fall off because you didn't want to follow up with them for the 6th time. You guys, that's their life you're messing with, not just it's messing with yours too, because you could be doing so much with this, and of course this brings in the money for you, but what about the money that you're bringing for someone else that you're too afraid to follow up with for a 6th time, for a 10th time? because you're too lazy to keep up with a list of potentials, because you won't sit down at night and update your list. That's other people's lives you're messing with. We are life changers for a living. We're not salespeople. We're freaking life changers for a living. And so it's natural. We get feeling inadequate, and we get, like, we understand getting to that place where you don't believe in yourself. But that's because we all start thinking about all the things that are going on in our lives and forget about everybody else's lives around us. I just wanted to say that.
No, that's what it comes down to. And that's, you guys, like I said, I was I was enrolling distributors from day one. I was like, $100 bonus. Yeah. But I signed up a lot of people who I did not care about and who did not care about me. Okay. Let's just be real. I'm pretty sure the first 10 distributors I enrolled all quit within 2 weeks because I just didn't care. I was just like, okay, thanks. You're in that box now. And now I need 4 little customers and I get $100. And that's why it took me 6 months to promote. I truly believe if I had cared more about being a leader and about the people that I was trying to touch and that I was trying to change. And if I truly cared, then I probably would have gone Ruby a lot faster. But for me, it was just quick cash. And I was like, fast start bonuses just clicked for me. And I like talking to people. And I'm someone that I'm nosy and I always said that I wanted to go and be a 911 operator because I don't want to do any of that stuff. I just want to know what's going on. You know what I mean? I'm one of those people. I just want to I'm just nosy. And so and so that's really what it comes down to, you guys. And that, if I could leave you with anything, it is that I was in a place of, am I a has-been? Okay, because after 4 years, you know what I mean? I've been working on triple for 2 years now, going on 2.5 years now, okay, from double to triple. And I've lost rank and I have regained rank and I have lost it again and I have regained it again. And the amount of rubies that I have built in the past 2.5 years, guess what, you guys? I still build rubies that don't go anywhere and all 5 people on it, well, 3 people now quit, okay? That's normal. It's okay. It's okay if people quit. It's okay if people don't come in and take off running. It's okay if, you guys, I honestly did not really have my first runner. I don't even like that word, but you know what I mean? I didn't have my first person that I felt kept up with me until after I went diamond. And then all of a sudden I enrolled this girl who happened to be my first personally enrolled diamond who met me every single step of the way without fail. Okay, she was there and they're out there. But you know how you're not gonna find those people? I'll tell you by experience. Caroline will tell you also. Trying to dress like people that you don't dress like. That's not how you dress, girl. We know it. I remember my mom calling me up what are you wearing? Who are you trying to be? Are you trying to be that fill in the blank? And I'm like, my mom called me out on it because she knew exactly the leader I was trying to be too. Okay, Mama Fraser was in the loop and she was like, no, stop. People don't want to see that and you look fake. I love my mom, bless her, because I needed someone to tell me that. She was right. I went and scrolled through my timeline and I'm like, who is this person? I don't dress like that. I don't edit my photos like that. I don't post like that. My posts are not starbs and business building. Blah! That's not those aren't my statuses. My statuses are real talk here, had a bad day, stepped in dog poop, sup. That's me. So when I learned to embrace who I am, the game changed. And what do you guys have to realize right now? This is something that I had to realize. There's a lot of people on Instagram who call themselves Instagram influencers who will make you feel not so great about the way you look, or maybe where you vacation to, or maybe the apartment you have. They'll just make you feel really bad. Well, I'm on a mission to shut that stereotype down. That is not the only type of influencer there is out there, okay? There's gonna be plus size influencers, there's gonna be recovering addict influencers, there's gonna be so many kinds of influencers, I just can't think of them all right now, but there's gonna be lots, okay? And do you know what happened? Do you know why I ended up with 600 numbers on TikTok? Because I was 100% myself. I was out there in my Crocs with a sparkly silver jacket and ripped jeans. That's me. That's what you get if you show up and knock on my door right now. Okay, that's 100, and that's what they want to see, you guys. So stop trying to be someone else. Stop trying to post like someone else. Stop trying to be everything that you're not because you think the worst thing I ever did in my business was sit there and be like, I remember, actually, I'll tell you guys, there was a point in time where I had a really bad, I really compared myself to Cheyenne, like really bad, because me and Cheyenne were really, really close before she, like, I think she had gone diamond and I had just gone double. And I remember her calling me and like venting at me and asking me for advice. Now here she is like on stage and I'm like, I just lost the ring again. What am I doing wrong? Why can't I be like Cheyenne? And like, you know what I mean? I went through, this is me being 100% real. I went through that comparison. And it took Matt looking at me and being like, you're not 19. You don't live in Texas. You don't go to college. You weren't in a sorority. So what are you doing? And I'm like, you're right. I've checked none of those boxes. So why am I trying to be like someone who checks all those boxes? Cheyenne's got that covered. We've got a Cheyenne already. We need an Alli in It Works, okay? We need a Caroline, we need a Taylor, we need an Allison, we need an Amy Painter. Yes, I just got so pumped for so much. You know what I mean, you guys? And that's just what it comes down to, is that if you're struggling with enrolling distributors, I want you to take some time, especially for those of you guys that are going through conference, think about your belief. If you haven't been to conference, this is your first conference, buckle up, hold on tight. If you're not going to conference like me this year, I'm not going. And so I'm using this time to kind of work on myself. It's going to be quiet in the chats, I'm sure, because people are going to be in and out of conference. It might not be as popping in your team chats. Don't worry, no one's abandoning you. They're just like soaking in all that up so they can come back and give it to y'all, okay? So I want you guys to take this weekend, think about your belief. Google some sermons about belief. Google some trainings about belief. There's like 7 million of them. Do some work on yourself. So that Monday morning, Saturday, Mark's going to announce whatever's announced. You want to be ready. And you want to be ready to go into it with the confidence of every single person I talk to, right? Because like if you're going to promote, you need to have a certain amount of people on your team. And if you don't have that certain amount of people on your team, you're going to have to go enroll distributors to get a diamond chart. I mean, obviously it's common sense. So if you need 4 people to go diamond, hype yourself up and say, okay, I'm gonna go have 4 conversations today, and I'm gonna have really good conversations, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna go into it after you've done personal development. Send those messages after you've watched an hour-long sermon where your mindset is a little bit better and you're not in such a mood, okay? Because we all get in them. And yeah, you guys, you just have to I don't know. I feel like there's should be some secret sauce, and I'm like, I don't understand why I'm so good at enrolling distributors. I don't get it. I'm like, I don't know why this is my strength. But then I also look at people that enroll 45 loyal customers a month, and I'm like, did they put something in your keto coffee they didn't put in mine? Like, what happened? But I don't know. It's where your heart's at. And so it's okay to not feel like you have a heart for enrolling distributors right now, especially if you're new. I know there might be some new people on here and you're like, I don't even know what I'm doing. How am I supposed to help someone else? Listen, there's enough people here that know what they're doing. If you know you want to change your life and you know you want to help other people change their lives, this is permission. That's all you need to know to go sign your own teammates. And you need 3 to make $500 a month. So go find those 3 people that are down to make some money with you. And don't think that you need to be this perfect person or know everything, because you don't. Literally, you guys, you don't need to know anything. It's just all on YouTube at this. You know what I mean, Caroline? It's all on YouTube.
I hope, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, this Wi-Fi is so good.
I know.
I have a lagging Zoom when I'm at my house. So, I'm just gonna let the Airbnb owner know that. So I just want, the only thing that I have left to say after hearing all that is basically when you start not believing in yourself, of course, kind of look inward. When you finally decide, okay, the problem is I haven't been believing in myself. I know other people get the big money, I want it too. When you notice that, think about the belief. When you first sign someone up, if you never have, it might not relate to you, or you can just think of when someone, good job, Wait, look at your phone. when someone's going to sign up, how excited you're going to be for them and how much of your soul you're going to pour into that person. Every single person I sign up, I'm like, oh my God, that's so, like, you're about to change your freaking life. Borrow some of what you are so excited and eager to pour into other people and put it into yourself. Like, borrow some of your own belief for all these other people and put it towards yourself for a minute.
No, that is, and something that I do, and I never talk about this because I think it's like kind of weird. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But as I was getting messages, as I'm talking to people, you guys, like, no matter who it is, like, I'll answer a message and I'll literally say to myself, like, I'm so excited for this girl. She's going to go diamond. And when she goes diamond, she's going to be able to fix her truck up like she's been wanting to. And I'm just so excited. Literally, that's all she told me. I haven't even told her what I do yet. But I pray, and I every time I answer a message, and I literally several times a day, I sit there and I close my eyes and I say, God, bring me the people that need me because of the business I have, because of the opportunity, because of the products, or because I'm a really great friend. And I literally just pray that like 35 times a day. I'm like, God, bring me the people, okay? Bring me the people. I want to be so overwhelmed with people that I'm trying to help that I feel like I'm overwhelmed. Like, what a good feeling to have, right? Imagine if you had 600 people in your inbox right now. What would you do? Some of y'all, I don't even know what y'all would do. You would.
I'd break down and throw my phone, but.
Well, I'm just saying, but like, you know what I mean? Like that's in, like, I mean, it is funny, and I would not, like, but then again,
I don't know how you do it. You're like a superwoman to me, so that's why I'm just like.
Well, no, I have this method going. I switch from the iPad to the phone, so that I'm not like, and I have this way, okay, then I accept all these numbers and I text all these people, then I go back to the lowest and I start going up again. And like, literally, you guys, right now, I have 159 notifications that I just have to, I'm working, and every time, but like, that is the power of this business, you guys. And that's something that I just want, that's what I wanted you guys to take from this, is like, how many times have you sat there and said, like, oh my gosh, no one wants to join my team, or oh my gosh, itworks is like all over Facebook and like everybody is seeing and itworks post. Like, how many of us, I'll be real, I've done it, okay? I was doing it like 3 months ago, sitting there being like, oh my gosh, who's gonna want to join me? I think I've signed up every single person on my Facebook. Like, I don't know how to, like, I don't know what else to do. And then here it slaps me in the face. When I joined TikTok 4 months ago, I manifested. When I first joined, I turned to Matt and I said, I'm going to go ambassador on TikTok, totally joking around. I don't know. I think I actually manifested it for myself, and I'm just going to run with it. But that's what I'm telling you guys, is that sometimes it takes stepping outside of your comfort zone and like doing something a little bit different. Like, how much better would you feel about yourself and your business and your leadership and where you're going if you had, never mind 600, if you had 50 new people to talk to? How much better would you feel about your business right now? You had 100 people. So break it down. Stop stressing out over it. I've got a million new girls coming to me being like, you know what, I haven't signed 7 customers yet. And I'm like, whoa, it's okay. Like, don't stress out. Like, it's fine. Like, one girl started, she's like, I'm going to sign 30 distributors my first month. 30 little customers my first month. I'm like, all right. Like, and now she's discouraged because that was her goal. Like, and I was like, girl, it took me 2 weeks to sign my first loyal customer. Like, don't stress. But that's what I want you guys to do. Stop stressing about like, oh my gosh, I need 7 people to fill my diamond chart. How difficult is it to have a conversation with 4 new people every single day? Because 4 and 4 and 4 and 4 and 4 and 4 and 5 and 5 and 5, it adds up very quick. And that is how I've been able to become a mass enroller. And that's how you become a mass enroller and you stay a mass enroller. Is that it's not about the enrollments, it's about how many conversations am I having every day. And then you find your sweet spot and you're like, okay, I need to talk to 7 new people a day. Like, my goal every single day is 8 new people. My goal every day, 8 new people about the business. And if they're not interested, then I talk to them about becoming a loyal customer, because like I'm a distributor person. But like, yeah, you guys, don't overthink it and just think about, okay, I want to change. I need to change 7 lives to fill my diamond chart up. Can I go have 7 conversations with people from start to finish and truly understand who they are, truly understand why they need this, truly understand what drives them, truly understand if they are going to be committed, right? Like, stop having these 3-second conversations with people and being $99, bye. It doesn't work. That's why I think the long messages work, honestly, because people, they don't know that I have them in my text replacement. And so they think I went and I sat there and it took me 3 minutes to type out this text. Also, if you do that, don't send it the second they respond, because that doesn't make sense. So you have to wait 3 minutes. So it looks like you actually typed it, but it's true.
I thought I was the only one. I will go and I'll be like perfectly ready to just like, because I use WordBoard and like everything is right there, which is the text replacement app. If you don't have it, I love it, because I can never remember, like in iPhone text replacements, how to like I can never remember what I said text replacement as. So I just use WordBoard because it actually labels what my replacements are. And I go to do it and I'm like, crap, that's like a phone screen length long. Let me come back in 3 minutes and then I'll press it.
Yeah, literally. So I'm excited. I'm so excited for you guys going to conference. And for those of you that aren't, that is okay too. Yeah, I'm just pumped for whatever they're gonna announce.
I'm not gonna be missing you so much. I can't wait to meet you one day.
Oh, I'm gonna see I'm just telling everyone, I'm manifesting it for everyone. I'm like, I'm gonna see you in Tennessee and you're gonna be a diamond. I'll see all of y'all in Tennessee. Like Jade's front lawn is gonna be popping. I don't know if that's where she's doing it. But
yeah, Jade's holding, for you guys that don't know, our ambassador Diamond Evelyn Jade, she's holding like a big ceremony for people who go diamond and at her front yard or backyard or whatever she's doing.
I'm gonna be there.
So I hope to see you guys there, but I'm so excited and I'm so thankful that you hopped on this. I'm glad you reminded me to record it because that was much needed. I always forget to do it at the intro. I'm so thankful for everyone who hopped on and was active in the chat because that always keeps me pumped up. Yeah. But everything you said tonight was much needed, and I think everybody needed both the yellow, the red, the blue, everything that was in this Zoom. And I'm just I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. And I cannot wait to meet you one day, but I'm very thankful.
I'll meet you one day.
One day.
I love you guys. Thank you for having me.
I'm going to end the recording now.